Ryan Hall specialises in jiu-jitsu, and in particular the 50-50 position. It's a position where the legs are entangled. Ryan is an expert in the position, and very few people are.
There was a lot that happened over the weekend, but there was one fight and one fighter in particular that I really want to focus on for today's presentation, namely Ryan Hall, the Wizard. His game is completely different than the way in which every other coach or fighter approaches the game today. It is utterly unlike every other style. Everyone else's style is, I'm just going to make my style overwhelm yours through sheer force of will and work rate. Not him. Mostly his striking game revolves around the kicking side of things in a very bladed stance. He'll do this capoeira thing where he's kind of like, he'll get out of the bladed stance and begin to change up his footwork. Then he'll switch stances to a conventional stance, and that's when he begins to throw the spinning attacks. From his southpaw stance, he'll have the side kick, he'll have the leg kick. Consider what he did to BJ Penn, right? Southpaw bladed stance. Kicked the leg, and then Imanari rolled into him, grabbed the far side leg, tripped him up, and then got him with the heel hook, yeah? You saw him use it against Elkins to force a sweep. When he got the sweep, he got the mount, they got the triangle, the whole bit. He falls to guard and the Imanari roll doesn't work, and you saw Darren Elkins trying to kick the legs. Ryan Hall will take his opposite leg of the one getting kicked and he'll push into the knee or the hip of Elkins to push him back to off-balance him, and then he can do his technical stand-up and he's ready to go again. Look how calm he is the entire time. Who has the lowest amount of strikes absorbed per minute? It is Ryan Hall. But one of the things that frustrates opponents about Ryan Hall is they want to close distance on him, he moves away. They want to close distance on him, he switches stances and kicks him in the head. They want to close distance on him, he leg kicks him, and then Imanari rolls, and then they back away. Everything is getting them to evade, and when they intercept, he catches them. His next opponent better be a top 10 fighter.
The following is a conversation with Ryan Hall.
Everything that's a tactic or a strategy evolved from an idea. Like capitalism is an idea. You know, anarchy is an idea, and then it becomes, well, what does that all mean? What are the consequences? What's the fallout of all this, right? So what if we start with jiu-jitsu, the idea of the guard, right? And we go, well, why do you use the guard? No other martial art really has developed the guard in the same way that jiu-jitsu has. Well, what is the guard? A guard's a defensive idea where you're kind of on your back to some extent or another, and you're using your legs as a wall between you and the other person, and the other guy represents danger. And you're like, yeah, that's a great idea. Is it? Clearly it works, and clearly it illustrates has function. But what if the function that we're giving it and how much focus we're assigning to it is disproportionate to its effectiveness? Maybe what if it's not a good idea? Throughout the course of history, most generals, whether it's like, yeah, man, I've got 150 guys, you've got 50, and like, yeah, if 60 of my guys die killing your 50, like that's great for me. But that's not so great for the 60 guys that died. You know, I hope it's worth it. I saw someone finishing a 50-50 heel hook in the UFC 1 promo. Well, how many times does someone do something that works and then we go, okay, cool, versus, hey, maybe we should do that all the time. If you try to go and get people too early, you can hit them, but you're going to get hit yourself. So you're basically making a wager, you're making a trade of your own life for the ability to hit them. It's all fun and games until you can't remember your name at age 44 years old. Well, I'm trying to be exciting. Are you? Is that really what you came here to do? Because I came here to win. Because I came here to win. Because I came here to win.